Hey, 500 Gs. 5,000 Gs, actually.
Rhea, please talk to me. What are you hiding? What is the meaning of how that one looks? It is almost as though...
As I said, there is nothing of which to speak. For now. At the end of this month...
I read Gerald's diary. I happened upon it in his room.
What?
In it, he stated the reason for his departure. The baby, thought to have died in the fire, has returned to us. Gerald realized that you had done something to the child and decided to flee. What did you do to that baby, Rhea? Nothing questionable, I should hope.
Setteth, enough. They will be here shortly. No more, I beg of you. I will take our dear professor to the Holy Tomb. There, I should be able to see our dearest wishes to fruition. When I was young, I heard her voice there. I'm sure of it. You may enter. I have been awaiting your arrival, Professor. Now that you have received sacred power from the goddess, there is somewhere you must pay a visit to at once. You must go to the Holy Tomb so that you may receive a divine revelation from the goddess.
The Holy Tomb is where the goddess sleeps. This monastery was originally built for the purpose of protecting that hallowed temple.
Only a select few know of it, but there is a legend about Seros and the Holy Tomb. Saint Seros, the first soul to be gifted power from the goddess, received her revelation there. She was told that it was her sacred duty to save the people of Fodlan, and that she must use her power wisely in order to lead them. The words that were handed down to Seros from the goddess will likely fall upon your ears as well.
Prepare yourself to go at once. There, may you find out why you were blessed with such power.
There will be a ceremony at the Holy Tomb. It is then that you will receive the goddess's revelation. You may share this mission with your students. It is said that when Seros received the revelation, she had holy warriors by her side protecting her. Your students, who have followed you and fought alongside you through the darkest of times, are well suited to stand by you for the ceremony. Of course, as the leader of the Church of Seros, I will be by your side as well. The occasion is too significant to be missed. Even if something were to happen, I am more than capable of protecting myself.
Much has changed, but your duty has not wavered. Steel your mind for the ceremony and prepare your students well.
Rhea and Sedith were not their usual selves. What happened to teach that's questionable? And what really awaits at the Holy Tomb? The way they were acting, I don't think they have any plans of sharing that information.
Where are you hanging out? Oh, whose birthday is it? Oh, hey, Hilda.
Wow, thanks for inviting me. Oh, wow, thanks. Huh? Wow. Huh?
Strange. No word of advice. Dinner invitation. There we go. Like, I don't think fish or advice is gonna work. Let's see. Classes you might enjoy. Cooking mishaps. First yeah.
My mind keeps drifting today. You think?
Well, so much for that.
Thanks for the tea. I hope...
No charm, but got that up. Oh, it's Hanneman's birthday. Sure, why not?
My room works better for me, but I am willing to compromise. My, but you have exquisite taste in tea. This is one of my favorites. I always try to keep some around.
Don't know what tea it was, but I'm glad you like it.
Delicious. Indeed. I don't think...
Oh, so much for that.
Indeed. 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 Well then. The crest of flames shares many traits with other crests, yet it also has many unique characteristics. Yes.
There we go. I'm not sure why not.
You do seem to have a mark of the exceptional about you. Will you drink some?
There we go.
Something wrong with my monocle? It is a custom-made piece, yet still problematic sometimes.
Might need to work on that then.
What?
And I guess... Studying government. No, I don't think I have anything for you, Hanneman. Yeah, just take an owl feather, I guess.
Ah, yes, I love it. Thank you for a wonderful time, Professor.
By fusing with Stothis and awakening the progenitor god's power, Byleth obtained a certification for the enlightened class, or the enlightened one class. Oh,
It's time to start anew.
I mean, it's nice to know that I have it. I don't want that
It's time to
class.
start.
But what do you provide anyway? Wait, is that the same thing that Rhea has? Oh, I can also wield magic. Nice. Cool. Awesome. Don't care though. That's kind of heart-wrenching.
Kranya, Solon, they're dead, but we still have a glut of enemies. We still have to take down the Death Knight and the Flame Emperor. Our next battle is fast approaching. I'm ready for it.
Professor, please. If he hears it from you that he needs to rest, perhaps His Highness will listen.
He's exaggerating. He thinks my color is off and that rest will cure all. I have a headache, but that's just from lack of sleep. It's not going to stop me from completing this month's mission.
I must insist.
Who do you think you are? I can take care of myself, Dedu.
In town earlier, there seemed to be more people around than usual. Is there some festival this month that I'm forgetting about?
No one knows about this festival? Well, this isn't secret. Oh no. Oh, this can go really bad real fast.
You look so different. You're still our professor in there, right? Did anything else change besides your hair and eyes? Are your arms bigger? How do your abs look? Really? You gotta teach me how to do that.
so hungry. Oh, is that you, Professor? Sorry. I'm really not feeling well this month. Even leaving my room for dinner is just too much. It's got nothing to do with your, changes. So, don't open the door, please.
So, this month's mission is to take part in a ritual at the Holy Tomb, where you will receive a revelation from the goddess herself. What if she really appears? What if I finally get to gaze upon her radiance? I've always imagined the goddess. How beautiful she must be.
Oh, hey, Ash.
I can't even imagine what it must be like inside the Holy Tomb. Well, it's probably a grave, that much is for sure. And it's likely underground. Beyond that, who knows? I can't help but wonder, though, just what kind of ritual is this?
Yeah, your guess is as good as mine, man. Oh, I got some vegetables. Nice. Oh, I got seeds and 2 vegetables. There we go.
Professor, in Bridget, we have legends. Stories containing people who have a spirit living inside of them. Those spirit people have much strength. They are maybe able to fly in the air or race across the ocean. Hair that shines and eyes that glow. They have qualities that are not unlike what you are looking like, Professor. Do not have doubt, Professor. The powers you have are like the powers of the legends.
I appreciate that.
You've been granted this power by the goddess herself. Truly, you must be a very special individual. Maybe Saros transformed before receiving her revelation too.
I haven't heard anything about that before. Maybe that part never found its way into the legend?
It is told that Saros had a revelation instructing her to use her power for good and to lead the people of Fodlan to salvation. I wonder what sort of revelation you might have, Professor.
Greetings, Professor. Nothing to report. Although, I suppose, you are something to report. For a moment, I thought you were someone suspicious. Lucky for you, I am quite perceptive. It took only that single moment for me to recognize you. The professor went out and got some new power.
Alright, dude.
People who live an inordinately long time, people whose hair changes color, and those odd heroes' relics. Is Fodlan some mystical land full of inhuman creatures? You should see for yourself. I'd recommend exploring west of the Empire.
You know what?
Working hard, aren't you? I'll admit, I'm impressed. I can assist with any tasks or help with your students. On it. I'm available anytime I'm not on a mission with the Knights.
Alright, welcome to the group. What would you even... Wait, what is your stuff anyway? You're bad in magic, which is pretty much the only thing you're bad in. But other than that, you're okay.
Consider. Sometimes, I find myself thinking I should leave Garrick Mach and return to my home, where I should have been all along. I hear that Lady Rhea will accompany you for this month's task. She's the pillar that supports the hearts of Fodlan's people. Her safety is paramount. I hope there are no complications.
There's always complications. Oh wait, is this your doll?
Ah, thank you for bringing me this. No.
No, not that. There's no reason for you to have a lovely comb.
No.
Oh, no better cloak. Belongs to someone who battles enemies outdoors. Someone.
No, that.
And that's really about
No, that.
all I could kind of do with that. Wait, do I even have anything for Gilbert? Wait a second. Can I even support Gilbert? I don't know. Can I support Gilbert? Oh no, I think I get it. I can't do anything with Gilbert because he... I can't do anything with Gilbert because he died on the map with McClone. Oh, wow. Well then. Would you look at that? Okay, Gilbert, you're just kind of here. You're a broken man.
I still have...
Yes, you do.
Monica, no, Kranya. Kranya is dead. And so is Solon, by your hand.
Taking vengeance with your own hand. I'm sure Gerald would be proud.
I mean, that's kind of a harsh way to say it, but yeah, I guess.
In our battle last month, we really cut the enemy down to size. But there are other enemies we have yet to hunt down. Once we've crushed them all, we can return to our peaceful lives at the monastery. It will happen soon. I have a feeling something big is coming. Hey, Professor. You're good looking, you know that? At the same time, you look like someone who was born to fight. I bet we'd get along. I'm also good looking and born to fight. Need any help? Feel free to call on me when a fight's brewing. Thunderbrand and I will be there when you need us.
Alright, and see what you got. You're A in swords and B in fists.
When you changed, even the other professors were taken completely by surprise. There's a ritual at the Holy Tomb this month, isn't there? I wonder what'll happen with that. I'm sure you'll be all right, but don't lose sight of who you really are, okay? However you may change, and whatever new power goes along with those changes, you'll still be the same person deep down. Remember that.
That is actually very heartwarming, Leonie. I appreciate that.
Long ago, Saint Seros was gifted with a divine revelation from the goddess, as well as incredible power. Is that what happened to you too, Professor?
No way! The professor transformed before receiving any kind of divine revelation, right? Still, I wonder, does the fact that you've changed really mean you've been granted some kind of power?
If that's the case, then what sort of revelation can be gained from the ritual?
I'm guessing the revelation will just be a gentle reminder to use this new power to save the people of Fodlan. What else is there to say? You don't actually believe we're going to hear the voice of the goddess, do you?
That's a good question.
How are you, Professor? Did Hanneman make his I will do no harm speech or promise this won't hurt a bit when he asked to study you? I've a bit of research I'd like to perform. Nothing so crass as Hanneman's poking, prodding, and drawing of blood. No, I wish to investigate crest power itself. Crest power must have some kind of limit, right? Lady Rhea says any limits must be the protection of the goddess, but that doesn't quite answer it for me.
What's this? A new bottle of perfume. Unopened, containing a fancy perfume. It probably belongs to someone who doesn't often wear perfume. I might have an idea if I remember who was standing there last time. Question.
Is Fodlan...
It's not mine.
No.
Thanks.
Yes.
How did you know this was mine?
I just had a figure.
Oh, this is mine.
I haven't figured, but nice. Got it. Got it first try. First scarf. Wolf Tower. Affiliated with a village of hunters. I'm guessing Petra. Nothing in the corner over there. Ooh. Oh, this was Petra and Ferdinand actually. Maintenance. This is Ferdinand. Yes, and Petra. Grounding charm. Charm said to prevent lightning from striking nearby. Probably belongs to someone who is afraid of lightning. I don't know who that is.
You're so strong now. I'm starting to understand why you were appointed professor.
Oh, okay. Zero Sebastian. Okay, so that's a net. Okay, this is a lot of stuff just popping in. Fudge.
Hey there. Those students of yours will soon graduate and become unreachable royalty and nobility. You should show them respect now, or you might find yourself out of a job someday. No. One look at your students' faces, and it's apparent that would never happen. Even when your kids graduate, I bet they'll still think fondly of you. You'll always be professor to them.
That's kind of you, sir.
Oh, Professor! Ah, I'm sorry. That was rude. I didn't recognize you for a second. I guess you're right. If I look hard, I can still tell it's you.
Oh, who's standing here? Hedgehog case. An accessory case embroidered. Oh wait, this is Bernadetta. Where's that? Here we go.
I had lost.
Yep, we're done. The only time you ever leave your room, you lost something.
Sorry.
The only time.
I've been looking
Here, take
for
your
this.
Sonic.
Thank you so much.
I wonder why. Why does Lady Rhea give you special treatment? You're not particularly strong or good-looking. You seem... Not that I doubt you were a skilled mercenary.
Whoops.
Shamir came from the same background, but she doesn't get nearly as much of Lady Rhea's attention. Besides, it'd be one thing if you got brought on as a knight, but a professorship, unprecedented. I'm not blaming you, I'm just perplexed. And it's not like just anyone can wield the Sword of the Creator. It's a legendary relic, right? And it was casually handed over to you. It's unbelievable. Maybe it's because you're related to Geralt. He was a leader of the Knights of Seiros, and probably the finest mercenary in all Fodlan. I only had a brief chance to work with him, but I've heard stories. He was quite...
Okay, hold on.
I only had a brief chance to work with him, but I've heard stories. He was quite strong, right? Oh, come on. There can't be a soul in Fodlan who hasn't heard tales of the Bladebreaker. Maybe that's it. Geralt used his influence to help you. But Lady Rhea wouldn't give you favorable treatment because of that. No, definitely not. There must be something more to you. Okay, that settles it. I'm going to watch from afar. Figure out what Lady Rhea could possibly see in you. Whatever it is, maybe I can copy it so that you'll take a shine to me as well. And if I discover that your intentions are malicious, I'll cut you down.
I feel like this support probably shouldn't even exist. Thus, I probably shouldn't even be able to recruit. Well, it should be in the same situation as the Rhea support that I can't get.
A moment, please. When I first saw you, Professor, with that hair color and that eye color, I thought you looked kind of like Lady Rhea. Like maybe you could be related. I like the way it looks. I wonder if I could change my hair color too.
Maybe if I tried hard enough. If I thought real hard about it, I mean. All I need to do is get trapped up in a strange place and then escape, right? Just like you did.
No, that's the thought of a child. That's the thought of a child. It probably wouldn't work out too well for you.
Hey, Teach, is it okay for you to be out on your own right now? Just please be careful not to topple over again. You scared us nearly to death. Anyway, doesn't Rhea want something from you? Sounds important. I'm glad I'll be there to witness the ritual at the Holy Tomb. I want to see whether or not something happens with my own eyes.
Alright, well, I'll be there. And you will too. No doubt. Ash?
Ah! Professor, sorry. You gave me a shock. Your hair and eye color are completely different. You just don't look like yourself anymore. Don't scare me like that. You are still you, right?
But this is you though.
Oh, that! I thought it was gone for good.
Raphael, classroom learning isn't enough to become strong. There's gotta be someone around here that can teach me how to get strong as possible. Oh, 3, okay. This looks like fine. I wish to make friends, but my brother was always interferes. How can I get him? He'll understand if you explain to him. I bet it's just worried about you. I'll try to persuade him to stop. I have to intervene! Oh, fudge. This is Lenhart. I've slept almost every year, everywhere. Archbishop's beloved Star Terrace. How about a courtyard full of blooming flowers? Who's this? Lorenz, why are you standing so...
To be honest, I cannot keep up with all that's been happening recently. Monica was actually Kranya. Tomas was actually Solon. Who were these people? What about you, Professor? You were a true ally, yes? Not the most convincing answer you could have given. Still, I simply must take you at your word.
The Holy Tomb, huh? I've worked here for years, and this is the first I've heard of it. I mean, it does make some sense. Sort of. Something about it is still weird. I understand now why they'd build the monastery in the mountainous center of Fodlan. Although, when the monastery was built, the Kingdom and Alliance weren't even around yet. But look how cleverly it was placed, right in the middle of the Empire, Kingdom, and Alliance. That's weird, right?
Yeah, it is kind of weird.
Recently, Professor, I feel as though you've been a bit distant. It's like you're sort of floating above the clouds, separate from other people. And like you've got no interest at all in ever coming back down. How can I help? Hey, don't worry. I thought maybe I'd ask and see what you'd say.
Captain. Oh, Professor. How long have you been standing there? I didn't see you. I was just sorting through Captain Gerald's belongings. I haven't made much progress. I keep finding things that bring back memories. Clearing out this room of his belongings again, it's not easy.
Hey, I can recruit you.
Oh, Professor. Anything I can help you with? I will do whatever I can to serve you. Excellent. Leave it to me. No matter how small the task is, I vowed to Gerald I would help you.
Professor, I am so happy. Your new hair and eye color suit you well. We make quite the pair. But recently, I sense that things are a bit strained between Lady Rhea and my brother. She wants to do something at the Holy Tomb. I do not know what, but whenever it has concluded, I hope they will return to their friendship, as it has always been.
Are you positive? Really? Your appearance is due to the influence of the Crest of Flames? Unfortunately, I have found no record of Nemesis's hair and eye color ever changing. However, if that transformation was brought on in part by the power of the Crest, that would be most, well, I suppose interesting is too small a word. Still, it would be an absolutely exceptional discovery. To know for certain, we must investigate further. So, clothes
Wait,
off.
did he just ask me to take my clothes off?
Still, it would be an absolutely exceptional discovery. To know for certain, we must investigate further. So, clothes off. Still.
Oh, he did.
What? A full physical is in order, yes? We need to know if this transformation affected you adversely. Don't worry, it won't hurt a bit.
No, thank you, Hanneman. I'm fine. Thank you, though.
Excuse me. You haven't a thing to worry about. You have been gifted the power of the goddess. Furthermore, you have overcome the death of your father, Geralt, and you have destroyed countless of our wicked foes. I am proud, so very proud of who you have become. Once we finish the ritual at the Holy Mausoleum.
Oh, I made you happy, but I can't do anything with that.
Ah, it is you. I am sorry, but I have a lot on my mind. I would prefer to be alone right now.
Edelgard and Hubert have been busier than usual. Constantly coming and going, in and out of Garreg Mach. Perhaps they are doing something in the Empire. As the legitimate heir of the Eyre family, I have not heard anything about it. But if it were significant, I am sure my father would have told me.
Hey, is this yours?
Oh, I was looking for this.
What's this? History string. A book recorded for history, the swing people. It probably belongs to someone who has ties with swing. Swang, string, sing, something along those lines. But it's in the Blue Lions location. Silk handkerchief. A fine white silk handkerchief that probably belongs to someone, probably belongs to a noble who cares about their personal grooming. Okay.
Your hair! And your eyes! What happened to you? You didn't lose something as a consequence of gaining these powers, did you? I see. Well, that makes me feel better. But still, be careful.
I appreciate that. This yours?
Hey, I've been looking for that.
Alright, got it. Alright, that's probably as much as I can probably do.
People who is Fodlan.
There we go.
Hey, Professor. The students seem to like you. And you're not modest about it. I like that. Still, I can't deny that you've got skills. It's a little strange, to be completely honest. I had my doubts, but they were right to make you a professor. I'd be suspicious of their true intentions, if I were you. But what's it matter? Seems like it turned out just fine for you. I'll admit, it's unbelievable that you used to be a mercenary. I was a merc before coming here, but I can't imagine pulling off your fancy tactician act. I freeze up near royals and nobles. You deal with a lot of nobles when you're a merc. I didn't mind putting my life on the line, but I never liked having to bow and scrape to our noble employers. And that's what I like about being a knight. I get to punch all the nobles I want. I'm joking. But the knights do make a good business partner. I don't believe in the Church of Seros. It makes me a bit of an anomaly among the knights. Rhea took me in, so I became a knight to repay my debt to her. I may be a knight, but it still feels like I'm doing the same things I did as a merc. Who knows, though? Maybe you and I will end up working together. Us knights are a pretty tough crew. I'm guessing you'd run circles around us, though. I'm interested to see where your path leads you.
This food is a revelation. I can't help but smile when I eat it.
That smell, it's amazing. My...
I like this dish. That looks...
Nothing with Claude, so that's kind of sad. I got all these A's. Oh my gosh. I'll eventually put them into different things, but for now I don't have a single thing to use. Other than that, I think I'm gonna go ahead and call that a stream for now. Next time I do plan on at least doing more than just the main fight, because that's all I did. It was the main fight and story for a whole 3 hours. And that's not exactly great. Other than that, though, if you do happen to catch the stream, I do hope you enjoy. Go ahead and make sure I save. I don't want to do something stupid again. Alright, this is me, heading on out.